Secretary, Architect Leena Kumar, to kindly give an introduction of the IIA Baburao Mhatre Award.
Good morning. We are the only professional body of architects in the country, and the two most prestigious awards for excellence in our profession and its allied fields is conferred by us on two outstanding professionals for their contribution to the cause of our profession of architecture. The Baburao Mhatre and the Madhav Achwal Gold Medals are awarded by nomination by co-professionals and not by application or by competition. And this year we have gathered here at the inaugural function of the NatCon at Raipur to applaud and recognize two architects who have contributed their professional lifetime to deliver and uplift the profession through excellence. The Baburao Mhatre Gold Medal, instituted in the memory of architect Baburao Mhatre, past president of the IIA. The award includes a gold medal with citation and a certificate. The award is presented to a distinguished architect or a person of science or letters who has produced works which promote or facilitate the knowledge of architecture or the various branches of science connected therewith. This year, the award goes to architect Prakash Deshmukh. I'll read the citation. Architect Prakash Deshmukh graduated from the College of Architecture, Pune in the year 1980 with a post-graduation in urban planning from the College of Engineering, Pune in 1984. He is an architect and a socialist in his philosophy. His work echoes his concern for the common Indian citizen with a sense of fairness and inclusiveness. This is reflected in the large townships that his practice is known for and has been working on since the 1990s. Learning from his work with the Trusteeship Foundation, he has pioneered the idea of developing large townships by prevailing upon small farmers to come together to form large pools of land and become shareholders in the resultant development company. He has thus, through his architectural practice and philosophy, enabled a socio-economic transformation in the lives of many small landowners without displacing them from their soil. He has nudged them from being small-time agrarians to become entrepreneurs. His work has fearlessly reflected this value of sustainable development, and he has been an advisor to many governmental bodies on the structure and fair-mindedness of these arrangements towards a more equitable growth of our nation. He's a compulsive reader of philosophy, a traveler, and an explorer of the Himalayas. He's a mentor for two resource schools in Pune that emphasize on environmental development and hand skills. He believes in sustainable urban communities that deliver a happiness quotient to its inhabitants through its hierarchy of large open spaces, social and commercial infrastructure, and non-discriminatory land holding systems. He has designed a number of prestigious townships and other important buildings. He has given of his time to the larger interests of the profession, and he has served the Indian Institute of Architects for more than 3 decades to conclude as the president of the Institute from 2012 to 2015. In recognition and appreciation of his outstanding contribution to the field of architecture and its allied fields, the Indian Institute of Architects takes great pride in presenting the IIA Baburao Mhatre Gold Medal to architect Prakash Deshmukh on this 6th day of January 2023 during the IIA National Convention 2022 being held at Raipur.
I would like to invite architect Prakash Deshmukh on stage and request IIA President, architect C.R. Raju, to kindly present him with the award. Can we have a big round of applause for him, please? Congratulations, sir. Keeping in mind the time constraint, I would request you to speak for 2 minutes only.
I am really very happy. This honor bestowed by my own institute, Indian Institute of Architects, for which I have served since last 32 years. In 1990, I became the chairman of the Pune Center, and after that, nearly 32 years, the service is going on, along with my profession. But for this, few words. I have some few points on which I based my profession and service to the IIA. And mostly the works I have done, they are of the large urban plannings. Five townships, and through the planning process and thought process, the evolution of urban development, I could achieve, and which are the examples of the best urban planning practices in India.
So, you're not audible.
Back, so, okay. the urban planning process has to take the cognizance of the ecology, environment, economy, and habitat. I don't like that word much as a smart city. I like that word happy city. In the context of that, even in the worldwide also the phenomenon is that instead of calling the smart cities, people are grading which are the happy cities. And a few basic natural elements, what you call as the Panchamahabhutas, Jal, Vayu, Agni, Prithvi and Akash, these are basic elements which are related and important for human beings. I try to imbibe into that in all my townships. And what are today's biggest problem, the 5 problems, is the pollution, the garbage disposal, the drainage, natural water resources, and the maintenance of the cities. These are the biggest problems. So when we as the architects plan any structure, we have to take cognizance of all these things, factors, while planning, following the planning norms. So I have done nearly innumerable projects, nearly 15 to 1600 projects, but all these things I have tried to imbibe in my planning. One of the flagship of the township planning is Magarpata city, which was visited by our Bharat Ratna, Abdul Kalam. He wrote nearly 3 pages on this project, or urban development. Challenge 3 billion. India's population is going to be 3 billion, so he mentioned in his book what are the challenges. Challenge for 3 billion. A small paragraph he mentioned about the urban planning or architecture planning. This community-owned company, that means that we do development, Magarpata city, is an excellent example of need to involve the community as a shareholder and partner in development. As we realize the sustainable development models and create economic entities in the rural region and urban region, there needs to be a mechanism which can ensure the win-win-win situation for both the entrepreneurs, the owners, and local community, which should in turn ensure smooth local cooperation in setting up the unit, avoiding delays. Magarpata city is a shining example how such a model can be realized. So that is a township having a habitat of around 60,000 people with the economic model, socio-economic transformation is a thing to see it, to believe it, and many people visit that city. I'm really happy to part of that process and always followed two categorical ethics of work ethics for these townships and projects. One is a catalytic process. As an architect, I was involved in my projects as a catalyst, a part of process. Catalytic is a part of process, very much into that. And once the process is over, you are not part of that. And secondly, you are not working as an architect, you are not working for your own egos and fans. You are working for the client, working for the people. So in time, my practice is based on people-centric practice. So I consider myself as an architect of people. I don't deny anything, any project, which is not suiting to my ego or my thought process, but I say that and I think that that project is for that client and the people. Thank you for IIA for considering this prestigious award. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, and congratulations once again. Moving ahead, we will now be presenting the Madhav Achwal Award, and I